And Katie, I even got my car inspected.
Oh, good for you.
I just put gas in it, I'm so happy.
Pretty good, you get all done in one day. Oh.
Yeah, because that's.
Yes.
It looks like they need people on. Lots.
Well, guys, there's no pre-show entertainment here.
You're on camera right now.
This is it.
Oh, right.
I see the back of your
Nobody will know. Just do this. This.
I have to stay in the.
That's the other citizen of the school. See that on YouTube, 'cause I tried to find it and
I had it, I just saw it, it was eating energy.
Justin must have a new laptop.
He does.
Just the good chairs, the laptop.
I know, right?
all the cool stuff,
Get some phone.
right? It's a cool sweatshirt. It's also about to get real busy, I think, right?
He's about to pay for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold the ball, Mike, get the ball.
Oh, is that how it works tonight, isn't it? I'd like to call this meeting to order, 5:00. Mike Mansalili. Oh. Everybody.
Well, not everybody.
Mackenzie Jewett, Jamie not everybody.
Well, I don't
Right.
see everybody.
Do I want to excuse somebody first? Does it matter? We have a motion to excuse.
Usually do the roll call first.
Okay. Mike Mansalili, Mackenzie Jewett, Jamie Thurlow, Kevin Buck, and Town Manager, Chris Saunders, Katie Danduran, members of the public. Seeing how, Howdy Goodwin not here, does anybody want to make a motion to excuse him?
Make a motion to excuse Howdy Goodwin from tonight's meeting.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion carries. Election of officers. Oh, actually, where's, sorry. Okay, so last meeting, we just discussed election of officers. And we kind of decided that we were going to discuss it more this meeting. So temporarily chairman, and I guess it's open to discussion.
I wish I wish we were all in attendance again, because I hate to make any decision on any seat without everyone being here. Like it's a,
A joint thing.
kind of a group thing.
Kind of feel the same way.
I feel like we should start the whole thing over, and I don't know if that's something that can be done. I mean, and I don't even know if that's something you're willing to consider. And I don't know the process, so you can tell me if maybe this isn't even a legal situation, but could Mike run the meeting, resign as vice chair, and then when we're all five together, go through this process again? Is that even allowed? That might not even be a,
To continue as acting chair till the next meeting.
till the
I
next
mean, I think if
meeting.
there's a motion,
But I think, does he have to be willing to give up his spot? Or
I don't see any other way.
I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
And you can tell me if this whole thing is like, not.
So I hear a couple questions. So one, you're asking whether Mike can run this meeting. And I would say conditionally, yes, but I really think you need to have clarity, and you can do this via motion, on what you're going to be doing for a chair. And I don't think Mike can continue indefinitely as vice chair. Does that make sense? So, and then the second thing is, I think you just asked, like, can Mike resign? Is that, and of course. like,
Can
you
somebody resign from one of those spots, chair, vice chair? And then next meeting, when all five of us are here, can we start this again? I mean, I was super clear
Mhm.
last meeting that I didn't think he should be vice or you should be chair or anything should
Mhm.
happen until all five of us are together. I still feel that way. And maybe you wouldn't, maybe you are happy where you are and that's where you want to be, but I really feel like.
I think, it's helpful for the minutes to have, if someone submits a resignation, that there's a motion to accept the resignation, so that, that's.
I just don't feel comfortable voting on anything without Howdy here either. I mean, we've got,
And we're right back in the same boat as we were last time.
I know, and I hate to keep drawing it out, but I don't know. I just feel like that you should have everyone here to make that decision, because then it's not, it's kind of it's a decision that I feel like all five of us should be. Yeah.
Are you willing to run the meeting and then resign and we get a mulligan next time around? I mean, because
Well, I mean, I
ultimately
guess-
you
I guess-
don't have to.
do we have somebody that's interested in being chairman? I guess that's the real question that I have. I mean, I know Howdy doesn't want to do it.
Yep.
I mean, that's,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've thought about it, and I don't know. I just don't feel like that I should be, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't feel like we should vote on it until Howdy's here, that's all. Until we have a full board, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what anyone else thinks. That's just my own opinion.
I'm willing to do it, but I just assume you did.
Yeah.
I'd like you to give it a try, Jamie.
I know, but I really, I don't feel comfortable voting on it without Howdy. I was surprised that anybody voted last week I had some unforeseen circumstances why I couldn't be here, and
Of course.
I would think that we should wait. I think it's
Would
the
you,
right
would
thing
you,
to
would
do.
you do it if a full board, I guess, supported you in that?
Well, I mean, I want to hear.
You want to hear from everybody's
Yeah.
mouth?
Yeah.
And I think that's fair.
I think Dave had a question.
No, I think you would make a good chairman.
I know, I just want to, and I appreciate that, I just would like to have Howdy here to be able to vote with it. I don't think it's right to vote someone in without having everybody here, that's all. Sorry. No, sorry. I
No,
just-
no,
it's a, might be
You
a
know,
pain, but
If I wasn't here, I guess I wouldn't want everybody voting either on something like that.
no, I think it's important decision.
Everyone should be comfortable with it and.
Yep.
That's kind of the best way, the fairest way.
My 2 cents. I'm out.
You want to table?
I mean, I
My
don't
question
know.
is, can we table both positions though?
Well, you currently have a vice chair,
Which didn't have a.
which has no expiration date.
Which doesn't have
Oh,
an
that didn't have
expiration.
an expiration.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess that gets thrown back in your lap. What do you think?
Thanks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Um,
None of this is fun. None of this is
Why
like
don't-
easy or.
I wasn't ready for this. Why don't we just go through the rest of the meeting? And then next meeting, we just reconsider everything. I mean, that's the easiest way.
So reconsider both spots, vice chair and chair.
Well, I think if you're gonna do one, you're gonna do the other. If we wanna make a decision on who's the chair, and both people should be here, I mean, everyone should be here, then everyone should be here for the vice chair.
Yeah, it's going to require you to resign to be able to do that, Mike.
Right.
'Cause I think that's what Mackenzie was asking.
Right. So and that's why I keep throwing it back at you. You have to decide, are you willing to resign and we start this process over? Or maybe you
Next
are
meeting?
happy right
Next
where you
meeting?
are and that's a wrap.
Because Mike would run this meeting
Mhm.
currently, would be the way to get through this meeting, I believe, would be the proper way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you don't feel comfortable, then we could vote, or I.
No, I'll,
Can we do
I'll
another
just,
temporary chair?
we
I
can
mean,
do
this-
it temporary.
I'll just take my time through it, that's all.
Yeah.
It's- I'll make a motion to continue the appointment of chairman of the select board till next meeting and discussions relating to that and the vice chair.
So that means
I don't
that
understand.
means
I don't-
Kevin is gonna run the meeting and Kevin's gonna continue to be, because Kevin,
No,
Kevin's
Kevin's
already-
seat is expired. Or
No,
Yeah.
Mike,
you
I
just said
think-
no. You just said to continue with the chair, which means Kevin.
No, continue with acting chair, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
So that's
vice
how I
chair.
understood what
Mike
Mike
is
was
like.
saying.
I should have said
as
that.
I was going to
vice-
say it was
as
confusing,
vice
Mike,
chair,
so.
yeah. Right, Mike,
Say it again.
say it. Like-
Make a motion.
Wow.
I'm gonna make a motion, for myself to continue as acting chair of the select board, till the next meeting, when we can sit down and discuss, we're gonna appoint a chairman.
And that's,
You're not acting chair, you're vice chair.
Yeah.
Running the meeting.
Right, but there's no chairman, so I'm acting chair.
No, you're filling your role as vice chair. Well, I think for accuracy, that's probably what it should be. But whatever.
yeah, I think,
We'll go get a pizza.
I think, Chris, wouldn't legally, it should say he would continue as vice chair until the next meeting, because that's what he is the vice chair, and if we said he was the chair, then that would not be a correct statement, because
I don't,
I don't,
I don't think
I'm
anyone's
just
gonna hold
asking,
it.
I'm asking you. that's
I
all.
I
It's a
agree.
question.
The way your bylaws are written, there's no provision in the bylaws for a term called the acting chair. You just have a term called the vice chair.
So you're gonna continue in your role as vice chair.
continue in my role as vice chair.
And then we regroup next meeting for both spots?
And that's what's. the
That's up to you guys.
Well, that has to be up to you.
I think I'm willing to be vice chairman.
Forever, ever.
Well, this year.
Well, for a year,
This is
okay.
saying vice chair, there's no reason for the motion.
That's what-
You're already there.
Right.
So you want to stay vice chair?
Yep.
No matter who becomes chair?
Yep.
That's what you want to do?
Yep.
And if we postpone this till next meeting, you still want to be vice chair?
Yeah, well, I'd like to hear, again, I'd like to hear everyone's input. It's hard to, you know, I guess if Howdy's fine with it, then yeah, I'll do it. And if you're all fine with it, I just want to see what everyone has to say. It's like, that's not a decision. I mean, yes, I'll do it, but I want to make sure everyone's happy with it.
I agree. I think there should be a full board, and that's what I thought about last week. I think it should, everything should be decided for the full group. But I know it can't happen that way all the time.
Do we put a deadline on how many meetings this can go?
I was gonna say,
No,
this
I-
could go on forever, but.
Well, I mean, you just have to make the call eventually. If someone doesn't make it
Yeah.
next meeting, then we'll have to.
I mean, there's someone absent at least every meeting or every other meeting, so usually.
I know, but you think that we don't. I mean, I know, obviously, there's a lot of unforeseen things that come up, but. What do you guys think? I mean, it's up to everybody. It would be June 17th, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Hopefully we'll have everyone at the next meeting to do that.
If we don't have any, if someone's not here at the next meeting, then,
I think we just have to make a
I think we
decision.
have
We'll
to
just
make
have
up
to-
our minds and just, yeah.
just bite the bullet, I guess.
So that means Mike has pretty much stated that he is gonna keep his spot, no matter how many meetings this goes to. So next meeting, we'll only be dealing with the chair.
That's what I get. That's-
I guess, well,
I just wanna make sure.
again, currently, yes, but I don't have everyone's input, so it's,
Well, it's your decision on that one.
Yeah,
I get it, but, I mean, I'm fine with it. Doesn't bother me any.
So according to the minutes for last meeting, Howdy made the motion for you to be vice chair. So if that was his motion last time, it's maybe safe to assume that's his intention still,
That's,
if that makes your decision easier.
all right. Yeah.
I don't,
So currently, my understanding of the motion that's on the table, which does have some effect, which is tabling the election of the chair until the next meeting. I think of that as similar to later on in the meeting when you have suggestions for the next meeting. This is like a suggestion for the next meeting. So that motion has been made, but I have not heard a second.
I think we want to make sure everybody's on, everybody is, is everybody okay with this, or I don't know what.
I don't think there's any other way to do it, really. We have to have somebody run the meeting, I guess.
There's a lot of ways you can do it, but that's one.
That's one of them. Or you just don't have the meeting.
Or we could vote. I mean,
Or we
that's also
vote.
an option.
We either,
On
we
the
either,
chair?
we either vote, we don't have the
I'd
meeting.
I'm
rather
fine
do
with
it with the full board, but I mean.
Yeah.
Or we could do this forever. I mean, entirely whatever.
and that's true. Who knows where we're all gonna be in 2 weeks. So maybe we vote for the chair tonight and sorry, Howdy, you missed it. I hate that. I mean, because that was my whole gripe last time. But I mean, this can get dragged on and we can discuss this for hours every meeting and not get anything accomplished.
I understand 100%, but I also feel like, where I came from last week,
Yeah,
last meeting,
yeah,
that
yeah.
I will probably not be voting on this.
Okay. Did Mike's motion die for lack of a second?
Tell me again.
I was
I
gonna make a
want,
motion if it has.
Nobody's made a second for Mike's motion,
Correct.
Is anyone going to?
not me.
Okay.
If you
I motion we table the vote for the chair until the next meeting.
Second.
table the chair.
Just the
until-
chair.
Yeah,
Yep.
just the chair.
And that means Mike does this meeting tonight.
Mike, yeah, Mike's made it clear.
That's what he wants to do.
Second.
It's your meeting, Mike.
All those in favor? Sorry. Vote carries.
If you would like, Mike, I will run the meeting temporarily, but if you're fine with it, go for it.
No, I'll take my time down through it, so. We'll go down through the approval of the minutes of May 6, 2019.
You want to adopt the agenda?
Oh, adoption of the agenda.
You have the agenda.
Make a motion to adopt the agenda for Monday, June 3rd, 2019. Numbers lost here. My paperwork's a mess here.
I don't think we have to make a motion to adopt the agenda, do we?
No.
Normally it's by consent.
Can we go to approval of minutes, May 20th, 2019?
Make a motion to approve the minutes of May 20th, 2019.
Second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
I have to abstain, I was not here.
Committee appointments. We have 3 committee appointments.
We have warrants next, I think, Mike.
Approval of warrants. We have warrant 124 for $10,187.34. We have warrant 125 for $8,065.88. Warrant 126 for $92,045.50. Warrant 127 for $12,680.93. Warrant 128 for $8,756.74. And warrant 129 for $790.58.
Make a motion to approve warrants 124 through 129.
Second?
All those in favor?
You could ask for some discussion. See if
Any discussion?
questions.
All those in favor? Committee appointments. We have several vacant seats to fill on several boards. Just looking like we have some applicants here. We've got one seat on the Harbor Committee, riparian owner seat, one at-large seat, and a second one at-large seat, all expiring in 2022.
I'll make a motion to appoint Mel Atherton as a riparian owner to the Harbor Committee seat expiring 2022.
Second?
Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries.
I'll make a motion to appoint Peter Gott as a member at large to the Harbor Committee seat expiring 2022.
Any discussion?
Usually,
I didn't hear a second. Oh, I'm sorry.
I second.
Oh, you second, I'm
I
sorry.
thought you said second.
Yeah, I did, sorry. I did keep button.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
I'll make a motion to appoint Art Payne as a member at large to the Harbor Committee seat expiring 2022.
Second?
Any discussion?
normally you read the motion the second time, just so it's clear, Mike.
So there's a motion on the table to appoint, was it
Art Payne.
Art Payne to the board? Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries. Library Board of Trustees. We've got 3 seats expiring 2022.
How many seats are open? 3 seats.
3 seats. Does anybody want to?
I'll make a motion to appoint Rachel Corman Ramos to the seat on the Library Board of Trustees, term expiring 2022.
Second?
We have a motion on the table to appoint Rachel Ramos to the Library Board of Trustees. Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries.
I'll make a motion to appoint Art Payne to the Library Board of Trustees, term expiring 2022.
Second?
We have a motion on the table to appoint Art Payne to the Library Board of Trustees, term expiring 2022. Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries.
I'll make a motion to appoint Wesley Seiden to a seat on the Library Board of Trustees, expiring 2022.
We have a motion to appoint Wesley Seiden to the Library Board of Trustees, term expiring 2022. Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries. Moving on
Did you
to,
second
What's that?
Did you second?
Yes,
that
I
one?
did.
Okay, sorry.
A second, no.
I'm shutting up. They're on a roll. They're doing a good job.
moving on to committee appointments, 7C Planning Board. We have 3 terms, 1 seat expiring 2022, 1 seat expiring 2024, and another seat expiring 2024.
I have a question. You have 2, maybe they wrote it down, never mind, maybe I can use my own. You have 3 people and 2 different terms. Who wants 2022 and who wants 2024? Or does
I
it
think that's
really matter?
the discussion, we have to make that decision, I think.
Neither one of them said, I
In
want.
regards to the people that are wanting to be reappointed,
So the 2 seats that are 2024 are Gus's and Linda's current seats,
Okay.
and they both said they want to be reappointed. The 2022 seat is what used to be Scott Grierson's seat,
Okay.
but was vacated a number of months ago.
Okay, so we,
Okay, then I'll make a motion to appoint Maynard Gus Young to a seat on the planning board, term expiring 2024.
second?
We have a motion on the table to appoint Maynard Gus Young to the term expiring for planning board expiring 2024. Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries.
And I'll make a motion to appoint Linda Graham to a seat on the planning board, her seat expiring 2024.
Second?
We have a motion on the table to appoint Linda Graham to the planning board position expiring 2024. Any discussion? All those in favor? Vote carries. It looks like we have 3 applicants to the board. I guess we can open this to discussion.
How many boards are you on now, Jed?
I'm on the back board, housing authority, and, for trustees in the high school.
Okay.
Chad.
I think we're overworking. I make a motion to appoint Wayne Stanley to the planning board for the term expiring June 30th, 2022.
Second.
We have a motion on the table to appoint Wayne Stanley to the planning board for the term expiring 2022. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Here you go. I'm not gonna burn you with that one, dude.
We appreciate you running them
Yeah.
very much.
You got your hands full.
Moving on to the to item 7D, the Recreation Board appointments. We have 2 seats. One's expiring 2022, and the other one is also expiring 2022. We ready? We can open this to discussion.
No applications, no.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jed, you're gonna have to take over the rec board.
No interest at all? No, nothing?
Skip over this one. Okay. Regular business, road maintenance, discussion of summer road work and state road maintenance. So